Now, listen, we talked just briefly as well about, of course, you know, the importance of fitness, and thankfully we've actually got personal trainer. She was a former policewoman. We've got Nichelle Laus, who is here, who has really some great products and some great tips to not only get us in shape, Nichelle, but also rehabilitate, if that's what our goal is, right?
Hi, Dawn. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I'm already working up a sweat this morning, and it's just after 9. I am actually on a wonderful piece of home equipment here. I'm working up a sweat. The great thing is this piece of equipment, not only are we working out our cardio.
You're breathing heavy, Nichelle.
I'm ready to go. I'm waiting for you. I'm like on the Tour de France here. This is a fantastic piece of equipment. It is really, really great, and it's very versatile. And if you want to really know why, because not only can you work on the cardio part, but you can also either take a break or you can work it at the same time as an upper body workout. So you can actually have a cardio workout with a strength workout. So it's fantastic for that. The other great thing is if I get up and I show you, these are called the Wonder Arms. Absolutely amazing. They actually have 10 different, if we pull the back here, 10 different positions. There's 1 and 2. So in the up position, you can actually work on upper body movements such as a shoulder press. Then you can bring it down here. Let's just give you an example. So if you don't want to do the cardio portion, you just literally want to take a break, you do chest flies.
Yeah.
So you're working on your chest. You can do it in reps, or you can do it, you know, timed workouts depending on your fitness level. This is good for all ages, all fitness levels. You can do chest flies, chest presses. All right, and then if I switch the Wonder Arms back to give you an example of some exercises in the up motion.
Look how easy and smooth.
So smooth.
That was to do, right?
This chair here is so comfortable. It's not like, you know, that uncomfortable, awful seats that you really get like a sore butt with. All right, and then we can literally do the cardio at the same time. So it's a 2-for-1, absolutely fantastic. Right now I'm doing our shoulder presses, working on our shoulders. And I'm going to bring it down to the lowest position.
The compactness of this, I think, is really appealing for the price. I just want to draw your attention, 6 easy pay on everything during Happy Healthy You. 30-day money-back guarantee. I love the color of this Stamina bike as well, because it's that, you know, athletes, right? You think of people that are cyclists and swimmers. Everything's all about the neon colors.
It is, right? Well, you got to make sure you see us.
And look at that.
And here's the bicep curls, yeah. And if you don't want to, like, if you just don't even want to use the piece of equipment for cardio purposes, you can actually get off and use it as almost like a weight chair. So excuse me as I'm showing you this way, but I want to take you an example. If I just put these up a little bit, I can actually grab the chair and use them as a back row as well.
Do a row.
You can literally do a row, so you're not, I mean, doing the cardio portion, but you can literally do a full upper body workout with
without separate weights. You don't need to have a full home gym.
Exactly.
I mean, and if you do have a full home gym, I love the idea that you can actually sort of use this to complement. But listen, I mean, so many things you can do with this bike.
So many things, and I love the versatility of it. I really do. And if you're, you know, and if when you're done using it, the great thing is it stores away. So you can tuck away the arms just all the way down, or of course all the way up, and then you pull this safety clip right here, and you literally bring it up, put the plug back in, and then you can actually roll it somewhere, and it tucks away nice.
Like a little ironing board.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like a little ironing board. So, you know, Nichelle, obviously for those that are looking to get a little more, you know, weight training or resistance training, that's great. Of course, cardio. But, you know, when we talk about, you know, even rehabilitation, I mean, this can build with you, let's face it, right?
Oh, it really can. And that's the thing about even building your cardio, especially for rehabilitation purposes. I always tell my clients, if you are in a rehabilitation, you know, state or whatever, or you're just starting out, just start slow. And that's the beauty of the bike. And it actually has a really nice digitized a monitor right here. And it shows, you know, your speed, your distance, your time, all the calories you burnt. So you can really keep track of your workouts. And if you want, every time you get off, you know, you write down, okay, maybe next time I'm going to go a little bit, and even if it's a minute or 30 seconds, you really can build that way. And you're really working on your legs and just getting them back moving. You know?
And I want everyone to understand too, you know, Nichelle, you're actually a personal trainer. I mean, in addition to, I mean, your mom, your former police officer, I mean, there's so much to know about Nichelle, but you know, the idea that you are an expert and you've worked with lots of machinery. And for those of you that are maybe just getting into fitness, or maybe you are somebody that, like me, had to rehabilitate and you're not looking to necessarily get in shape, this could be exactly what you need. And I think, the price point when we look at this, Nichelle, and, over the course of Happy Healthy, we really want to inspire you and give you usable tips.
Yes.
But let's face it, you don't have to spend thousands to get your movement going, to get your muscles moving, right?
And the great thing, it does have the tension dial as well. So if you do need the extra intensity when you're getting a little stronger, you can increase just with this easy dial right here. So
what's the weight load on this, like for people that are
250 pounds.
Okay, 250 pounds. I think what's appealing about this as well is if you even have like that younger teenager, the fact that you can kind of just get onto it really easy, almost like a chair as opposed to hopping up on a high bike. I think there's,
that's it.
and you've got the back, so it's a bit of a recumbent
It is,
position,
and it's
right?
super padded. It has the nice handles on the bottom, and of course the resistance bands on the side really gives that nice added feature.
Wonderful. I'll let you go ahead, Nichelle,
All
and
right.
we're going to make sure that we get you a well-rounded fitness regime.
All right, number two, here we go.
Stamina, and keep in mind, this is what Stamina does. They do fitness equipment
That's right.
for at home, affordable but absolutely effective, right?
Exactly, and this one is quite durable as well. This is the XR rower. It is really good, and I was doing a few options, and I posted a couple on my YouTube channel, because not only can you use this as a rowing machine for cardio, did you know though that when you're rowing, you're actually using 86% of your muscles? You are literally, it is a full body workout.
No kidding.
But with the, I love the wind you get.
I was going to say, it's like no fighting over the
That's why you're standing there.
Well,
you're getting a nice breeze.
Because when you go to the gym, Nichelle, at the end of the day, when you go to the gym, often you're fighting and getting there early just to get the seat by the fan. And equipment like this is often the equipment that is lined up for where they restrict how much time you can go on it.
That's right.
Because it's so popular.
And that's the thing, and with this one, because you're working your core and your legs and your shoulders and your arms, the steel construction of this is an absolutely great, it's an amazing quality, and the steel frame construction gives it the durability. It also has pivoting foot, and you can exchange, if your feet are bigger or smaller, you can also, fix those accordingly. It has a real nice comfortable chair, but I also want to show you some other exercises that you can do, because if you don't have a big space, you can do things like a bicep curl on here. You can also switch it around and do some upright rows. All right, you can do some ab exercises where you're twisting. You can even take the chair and bring it back here, put one foot on the back, and do some reverse lunges.
Oh, I would have never even thought that. That's why personal trainers are awesome, and the fact that we get access to you so easily, and I love that you've actually given us some great ideas as well.
Really, yes. It's a fantastic, and I said, you can build your cardio, but you can also do exercise. We could do the glute bridge here and extend here for a nice hamstring curl.
Those are tough.
You could, very tough. But everything in stages, and again, if you're in a rehabilitation phase, you can just easily a nice soft row. It's very meditating too. If ever you've been, really rowing or out on a boat or in the water just in general, it's so calming. So you get into this movement where you're rowing, and it's really like a meditation. I love it.
Tricia, let's pull up the information for the mat, because I just want to make sure you understand you don't get the mat with the rower. The mat we do have available, and you're going to notice it actually folds up. So it really, and it's versatile, so you can make it adjustable based on, do you need a little bit of space? Do you need a lot of space? You can see it's a perfect length for your air rower that we have from Stamina. But you're also going to be able to use it for your yoga. We've got the pull-up bar coming up in a moment. Everything on 6 Easy Pay. But that sound of the wind, that wonderful roll, it's a bit like hypnotic. Boom, and so it makes it fun and makes you look forward to it.
It really does, and you're getting a full entire body workout. So you're working the cardio, but you're also building your strength. You're building your endurance. If you are in rehab, you're just it's a nice flow, and you can go as hard as you want because it's air resistant. So it literally goes with your flow and how much intensity you're putting into that pull.
Yeah, nothing to plug in.
Nothing to plug in at all. You just sit down and row away.
So, as a personal trainer, Nichelle, clearly you've trained police officers, you've trained elite athletes. For anyone that's watching right now, and as we're trying to bounce back from our health challenges, as I have, I'm definitely a little more limited than I was before, and maybe you at home can relate to that. I want you to know that there's always a way for you to ease into something. And it doesn't matter whether you buy an expensive piece of equipment or whether you buy something that's a little more affordable, you're still gonna want that same process of easing in. So
That's
Nichelle,
right.
for anyone that is sort of going through that mind shift of, I used to go so hard and now my body, again, feels like it's betraying me. What advice do you have to stay motivated for that?
And I know that's hard, and especially, it's like when athletes, they have an injury, and they refuse to believe that they're injured, and they just keep going. The problem is you'll learn very quickly that you just can't. So you really have to take the time to listen to your body, start slow, take it in baby steps, and really learn to adapt to the environment around you and the equipment.
I even like what you're doing, you know, even before you were pulling the rower, you were just moving your legs, and you know, for me, I had bilateral edema. You can read my story. There's a blog actually we have on our TSC page that shares some of the products and how I got back to the health I'm in now. I still have a ways to go. But even that, you know, would have been a great place to start.
For sure. And obviously, you know, like I said, the pivoting pedals, but you're locked in there, so you're not going anywhere. And you can just literally move up and, you know, back and forth, and you're working your core, you're working your quads. The great thing too is the same thing. If you want to store this away, you take out the safety clip and you literally just bring it down. Whoops, I got stuck here. Bring it down, and it really just kind of tucks away like that. So it's not as long.
Right, nice and simple. And I love that fire engine red. So cool.
Right?
6 easy pay, money back guarantee. Just go to tsc.ca. And don't forget that mat's also available online as well. Okay, let's move on to the doorway pull-up bar.
Yeah.
You know, I'll let you go ahead, Nichelle. You know, that's something that really does continue to build your strength, your stamina, but also your confidence. And what's interesting is typically you think, okay, a pull-up bar that goes in the doorway, it's a one-trick pony. It's not. You can actually do quite a few things with this.
You can, and I love this for this, because you can, you know, you can put it in your door frame. Typically, I would love to show you. You don't have to have them close by. You put this in your door frame, and you would work on upper back movements. And the great thing is it does have different positions. So you can go wide, you can go sideways, you can go close. But if you take it off the doorway, or if you position it in the doorway a little bit different, so instead of hanging it from the top, you can in fact hang it from the bottom. So I know it's hard to visualize, but this is the door, all right? And then you can actually put your feet under. I know it's kind of hard to show without a door, and you can hold it, and that can be, you know, like kind of like that person holding your feet when you're doing the sit-up. So it's the same thing. So you could put that in the doorway. If you want to take it off the doorway, you can also do great push-ups.
Oh, yes. And you're not so far on the ground, which is nice.
Not at all, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's an incline, so it's working on different areas of your chest. So you can do full push-ups like this, or you can do them sideways like this, wider, and of course from your knees if you want, using the great mat actually that we have. You can, because it folds in 7, you can adjust it accordingly. Another great one is tricep dips. Okay, so you can put it here and go down into a tricep dip. So I just love the versatility of this piece of equipment. You're getting a great upper body, and you know, you work at it. Again, if you're rehabilitating, baby steps, do everything really slowly, everything small reps, and just continue to build.
Yeah, and you know what? Just trying anything is very good for your mindset. It's great for your mood, and it gets you started. And I think, Nichelle, for anyone that's going through pain or rehabilitation or just bouncing back even from a short-term illness, you know, it's just that. Let's take a step, and then we're gonna take another step, and then we're gonna take, not too close. And another step.
You go forward and I go backwards.
Listen, Nichelle, I'm going to meet you in the kitchen because, hey, listen, we need a reward not only with nutrition, right? We're going to get some greens in, but we've got some treats as well that count as good for your diet plan, really. So I'll meet you in the kitchen. Nichelle, you go ahead there. And by the way, we're going to check in with Andrea right